More retail workers are quitting than ever, but more stores are opening than expected. On a gray, dreary February day. I don't give a shit. All right. So here's the chart here. 4.1% of workers in retail store jobs quit their job in June 2021. Right? And so there was like, the big little gap here. By the way, isn't that great? Look at this. Like, look at, like, is there, okay. Yeah, the recession. Remember the recession of 2020? Lasted like a couple months. Remember that? Does anyone remember? The recession that happened? Yeah, it was a couple months, man. That was a rough couple months. There was like a pandemic and everything. Does anyone remember that? That couple month recession? Right? But okay, so look at these. All right, people quit retail, right? Compared to like, around 1.8%. Now it's at 4%. It's like nearly fourfold. People are quitting retail. Why? Because, maybe think about this. We're still in a recession. We're still in a pandemic. People don't want to get themselves killed so that they can serve fast food to a bunch of greasy goobers. People don't want to get themselves killed so that they can sell fucking, like, chips and soda to greasy goobers. Or a new flat screen television to someone on Black Friday. Can you imagine? Capitalism is such a raging beast that even in 2020, at the height, at that point, of the pandemic, Black Friday, come in, have a good time. All the stores were open. They were still doing marketing. They were still doing big deals, flash deals, come back multiple times a day. And not only did the stores do that, but guess who fell for it? A bunch of dumb motherfuckers. So there's a lot of people that work at these jobs, and they're like, yo, you know what? I'm done. Like, you know what? Not gonna happen. It's just, people are finally, like, having higher standards, and that's a good thing. So, let's read this. Retail stores are also hiring at a record pace. In June, the retail industry had an eye-popping number of 1.1 million job openings after more than 1.1 million workers got hired in a remarkable hiring spree. By the way, about 700,000 people died so far up until this point in this pandemic. So, I mean, they're at least hiring a couple more people, but I wonder where all those workers went. Did they go on vacation? Historically, when workers quit retail jobs, they frequently do so to take another retail job, according to labor experts in pre-pandemic surveys. Now, some workers might be jumping ship from one store to a different store to take advantage of extra bonuses and perks. Retailers have been chasing after more workers with wage increases, one-time signing bonuses, and other perks, such as Walmart's and Target's expansions of their free college programs. CVS Health said it would no longer require a high school diploma for some entry-level jobs, opening the door to a new crop of candidates. By the way, you need a high school diploma to fucking beep. Beep. Do they, like... That you need to have fucking, accomplished fucking, like, your calculus homework to go beep. What? Like, is someone who didn't finish fucking calculus gonna go like, like, oh, what do I do with this? No, you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna go beep. Why? Because it's not that fucking hard. So the idea that you needed a high school diploma to work at CVS, like, are you joking? And there's more stores. Why are there more stores? Why are retail stores existing? Why? What? What? Folks, you might not have heard. There's a pandemic going on. Have you heard about this Delta variant? Have you heard about this? Anyone? Why are we still opening more stores? Anyway, I only wanted to cover this because, I'm just pissed off that retail even exists. Like, Like, there should have been, like, 99% of retail workers quit and all the stores closed. That should have been what happened in February and March of 2020. And also, again, this little bar. Oh, yeah, we had... Does anyone remember the Great Recession that lasted... oh, yeah, it was March of 2020. We had a big recession, and then everything was back to normal. It wasn't like there was a pandemic going on. It wasn't like, 700,000 people died. It wasn't like, millions of people are getting infected with a virus. It wasn't like the economy's crashing. It wasn't like people are losing their homes. People are getting evicted. It wasn't like people are becoming homeless. No. Just lasted a couple. That's revisionist history. I just want to say that's revisionist history. But here's another chart. Retail and grocery wages grow after stagnating for years. Good. That's a good thing. I don't know, like, what the fuck? Like, the idea that retail exists. I mean, again, you don't need to go to a store to buy a fucking TV. I'm sorry. You just don't. Like, we have the technology. We can get rid of retail stores. We don't need them. We just don't need them. I'm sorry. Like, this whole thing that, like, this whole idea that, like, oh, yeah, capitalism. What are we going to do for Black Friday 2021? Are we going to camp out there in the cold for 6 hours to get a flat screen TV and talk to the people in the line? Is that going to happen again? Because it happened last year. Anyway, this article is trying to frame this as if, like, people are hopping from job to job for sign-on bonuses. Yeah, some people are doing that, yeah. But also, a lot of people are saying, I'm not going to risk my fucking life and kill myself, my children, and my family so that I can sell someone a fucking flat screen TV. Anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about on that one.